sabi niya sa akin na, kasi nagreklamo ako, "Madam, walang pagkain." Tapos sasabihin niya nga, "Alam mo, binili lang kita eh. Binili lang kita. Kaya wag kang magreklamo. Wala kang karapatang magreklamo kasi binili ka namin." Translate ng bata, yung 7 years old. Magaling din naman mag-English. So, ang bata sabi niya, "We bought you 10,000 dirhams."
Tens of thousands of women every year migrate to the United Arab Emirates. They say goodbye to their families and their very young children, and they hope that they will be securing salaries for their families' futures. But they have no guarantee that they will end up with such salaries, or even good working conditions. In the Philippines, many people have no means for income other than fishing, and not everyone is fit for that work. So many women migrate to other countries on the account that they'll be receiving a certain sum of money for their families and return after 2 or 3 years with enough money to start a business. However, what travel agents fail to tell them is the truth.
Ganito po, pagka panahon po ng mga simula June, wala na pong kita ang mga tao. Kundi kunting daiti lang po ng isda. Tapos, pagka talaga pong walang-wala, ang iba pumupunta sa malayo para maghanap buhay. Nagdesisyon po ako sa pag-a-abroad ko dahil sa hirap na aming buhay. Ang mga anak ko, puro sakit lagi. Ang pagkain namin, kulang at kulang pa rin. Kaya nagdesisyon ako mag-ibang, makadalawang taon lang ako. At meron na tayong panghanap buhay, uuwi ako dito. Kaso nga lang, hindi pinalad.
Many migrant workers, especially women, are subject to egregious levels of abuse that goes unheard of in the UAE. This abuse includes physical abuse, mental abuse, and sexual abuse. There are accounts of migrant workers killing themselves because they can't take the never-ending torment any further. The fact that the UAE covers this up and the UN allows it is nothing short of disgusting.
Yun namang amo kong, yung ina ng amo kong lalaki, nasa labas, nagtutuyo ng nagbibilad siya ng dates. Sinisigawan niya ako, sabi niya sa akin, "Pumunta ka dito." Sabi niya ganyan, magbilad daw, tumulong daw ako magbilad ng date. Sabi ko, "Namablansya ako." Sabi niya ganyan. Sabi kong ganyan sa kanila. Sabi, "Sige, pagkatapos ko daw, magpunta ako sa kanya." "Ganyan pa yung plantsahin mo." Sabi ko ganyan. Sabi ko, "Hindi masyadong mainit ang plantsa." Sabi ko ganyan. Ang gawa niya sa akin, "Patingin nga." Sabi niya, "Patingin ako." Kaya nung plaplantsa siyang ganyan sa akin, plaplantsa. Sabi niya sa akin, hindi ko na malayan, nakatuon akong ganyan sa plantsa. Idinikit niya sa akin ganito. Sabi, "Mainit, mainit." Akala ko ba hindi mainit? Nung nalaman niya umaaray ako.
These women are some of the most vulnerable workers, and yet, shockingly, they receive no protection under the labor law. The labor law, in fact, explicitly excludes them from receiving the small protection it offers. They need laws that will protect their rights like every other migrant worker. They need the right to at least a day off per week. They need the right to limits to their working hours and overtime compensation when they do work beyond those hours. They need protection from the government to ensure their rights aren't infringed upon, and when they are, the perpetrators are punished. They are treated like animals, as beasts of burden, and it isn't right.
Hindi ko kayang itiisin ng ginagawa nila dahil tao ako. Kung consider niyo yung sarili niyo na, kasi sabi nila, wala na talaga, tao, hayop na talaga ang tingin nila sa amin sa atin kaya tanggapin mo na lang. Pero ang sabi ko, ayoko.
Peace can be established only if it is based upon social justice, making the violation of workers' rights one of the biggest enemies to peace. However, these social injustices aren't limited to the UAE. In the US, some of these same things occur. In Saudi Arabia, the overall treatment of workers is worse. In Malaysia, the situation is similar to the UAE. But in China, in terms of sheer numbers, the amount of migrant workers suffering is the largest. In the late 1970s, China began reforming its economic policies. As a result, an unprecedented number of people from the countryside and neighboring countries have migrated to cities in China, often leaving behind children in search of work and better wages. This has led to the most rapid urbanization in history, the highest unemployment rate China has seen in 30 years, and a number of social issues such as discrimination, infringement of rights, and limited access to education and essential social services for migrant workers. Separation among families has led to a generation of children growing up without their parents. Migrant women and children are being exploited by Chinese businesses because around the world, the rising demand for consumer products forces Chinese manufacturers to produce more quickly and cheaply. One of the best ways to lower manufacturing costs is to hire migrant workers and pay them less than the minimum should allow, further perpetuating the cycle, tearing families apart, and putting migrant workers at risk of further exploitation and discrimination. Don't let these countries fool you. Don't let them get away with slavery. Being aware that migrant workers' rights is a global issue is the first step in helping to stop it. The next is to reform international labor laws and fight for migrant workers' rights. We can make a difference, even here in Oman. I strongly encourage you to think about what these migrant workers go through and be more grateful for them, whether it be your maid or your gardener or maybe your driver, all of those who leave their families in search of work. Express your gratitude. We need to advocate for workers' rights and give them a voice so that they may be heard. Thank you for listening to this PSA.